the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 6-man. Check. Hey, 66.
Fournette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On play action, now Garoppolo rolling to his right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's taken inside his own 40. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And the slot man goes in motion left. Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd down and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nice little juke. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack, Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll give Fournette another crack. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
21.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst night.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 20.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she brought friends. Big baby on her. Says to a man, not salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. This is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? Everything want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quit the poppin'.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up.